question is, Allah, first and foremost, how should a Muslim youth conduct himself in a circle of friends to protect himself or herself and become a good role model? Very good, mashallah. You actually said the magic word, become a good role model. Become a good role model. So how do you do that? You walk the talk. Walk the talk. You know, when you actually hold on to that, if you hold on to that ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, I'll tell you something. There is a reward for you in it, and leading by example. You know how many people actually become Muslim because people like you? You say, I met Brother Muhammad, I met Sister Fatima, and they're really good people. That's why I want to become a Muslim. Not because I come and knock on your door and tell you, listen, you know, force Islam down your throat and tell you that. We're not telling you don't do da'wah. Do it in the best way possible. But we're saying a role model. Believe it or not, I knew a person that actually, when he held on, even though the environment around him was not, people used to remind that person, it's time to pray. It's time to break your fast. My own wife was telling me that the people used to tell her, you know what, be careful, a male is coming, cover, or something like that. Even though she was the only sister that's muhajjala in the masjid, in the whole masjid, in the school, the reward is there. People will respect you, believe it or not. How do you protect yourself? Okay. Let's go to another hadith. You want protection? Sure. What do you get? You want to get Vinny? I'll protect you. I know some people. No. Protection is right here. The hadith says, the best of actions and deeds upon my slaves is that maftarabtuhu alayh. What? I have made it obligatory upon them. Fara'id. He says, وَمَا زَالَ عَبْدِي يَتَقَرَّبُ إِلَيَّ بِالنَّوَافِلِ حَتَّى أُحِبُّهُ. And my slave still keeps coming close to me with the voluntary acts of worship till I love him. Okay, what happens if you love him? I am the vision that he sees with, hearing that he hears with, the hand that strikes with, the foot that he walks upon. And if he asks me, وَلَئِنْ سَأَلَنِي لَأُعْطِيَنَّهُ لَمْ التَّوْكِيدُ مُشَدَّدَ تَوْكِيد. Again, double for sure. If they ask me, I will grant him. Okay. You know what that means? I'll give you some more, inshallah. Okay, what happens? When Prophet Muhammad says, Ya ghulam, oh young man, what did he say? What was his advice? What is it? Anyone? Okay. In the end, he says, wa'lam, and know for sure, if the whole world, I'm paraphrasing, after taqwa, will find Allah toward you, and so on. He says, wa'lam, and know for sure, if the whole, whatever, UN and anybody else comes to do something against you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want anything to be done against you, they will not be able to do it. Nobody will help you without the permission of Allah. No one will harm you without the permission of Allah. رُفِعَتُ الْأَقْلَامُ وَجَفَّتُ الصُّحُفُ. Pens have lifted and the ink is dried. So are you now protected? You know that nobody can touch this, right? You can't be touched, man. What other protection you want? You pray Fajr Jama'ah? Allahu Akbar. This is a true story, by the way. A young boy goes to school, he prayed Fajr with his father in the masjid. The principal wants he's late, bring him to me. And he wants to beat him up. You know what that child says? So you can't harm me. The principal was shocked. A young boy saying to the principal, you can't touch me? You have to ask him why. He says, I prayed Fajr in Jama'ah with my father and I'm in the protection of Allah. It's a promise. You can't help me. Do you have that strength? Want protection? There's too much. But all you have to do is start with yourself. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Those who strive in our path, we will guide them to our ways. Want to change identities and protection? The answer is in the Quran. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Want to change? Allah will change you, but you won't change unless you want to change. So the reason I'm telling you this, when you look at yourself in the mirror, this is who you are. By the way, this is who you've chosen to be. Okay? This is the ayah, the verse is there. Allahumma subhanahu wa ta'ala. As a parent, do I deal with my son and my daughter in the same manner, or is there any differences in dealing with genders? There are differences and there are no differences. I have to qualify that. I had one brother come into my office and says, I want to make a will. I want to give my money to my son only. I go, excuse me. You're a Muslim? He says, of course, I'm a Muslim. MashaAllah. Did you read the Quran? You know Quran? He says, of course I know Quran. You know there's something called Surah Al-Nisa there? Open up, check it out. Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala divide the inheritance in a way that you don't like? Is it exactly not to your liking, man? Do you have an issue with the way Allah divided the inheritance already? There are certain things that are, unfortunately, we have some old luggage, remember that? From back home, what we call back home. But do we put religion before culture? Or culture before religion? When you stand in front of Allah, what are you going to be saying? Who are you, my slave? What are you going to say? I'm from this country, I'm from this tribe, or I'm a Muslim. Okay. ما كان المؤمن والمؤمن إذا قضى الله ورسوله أن يكون له الخير من أمرهم. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intervene a matter, and Prophet sallallahu intervene a matter, you have no choice of your own. وَسَلِّمُوا تَسْلِيمًا. And you submit your will fully to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there are certain differences in genders, we know that. There are certain things that, we have to go back to the Quran and find out. أَفَمَنْ يُنَشَّأْ فِي الْحِلْيَةِ وَهُوَ فِي الْخِصَامِ غَيْرُ مُبِينٍ. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, جَلَّ فِي عُلَاهُ, أَفَمَنْ يُنَشَّأْ فِي الْحِلْيَةِ, meaning women. Those that are raised in doing what? Your daughter usually has what? A truck? A gun? What does he have in their hand? A doll. Right? A doll. And they try to comb their head. It's a natural instinct, primal instinct. It's a motherly thing. It's normal. Filhilya. And do you go what? After your wife goes away, what do you do when you go in your bedroom? What do you look for? Maybe the sisters know. Their makeup, right? They look for mother's makeup and they come out looking like a rainbow on their face, man. They got stuff. And they wear their high heel shoes, right? They come around, click, 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 and they got their purse right here and they got everything. That's how they are raised, your son. Pull my finger. That's your son. Right, so there are differences. Islam talks about it. In the Quran and Sunnah, there is some recognition in dealing with different genders. Why do you think Prophet Muhammad says in he put 2 down payments for the women to look for a man. He says, Deen and khuluq. You know why he asked for khuluq? For a man. Because you need to know that women are emotionally based, you are physically based. You need to know how to handle women, they're sensitive. They're different. Did Prophet Muhammad says, take it easy, be gentle with that glass vessels. Yeah. That's defending the women, not it's in their defense, nothing to be offended. So we know for sure that there are differences. However, highly recommend to be fair in general rulings. General rulings. For example, you walk in a home, you shake their hand, you shake everybody's hand. Right? You kiss one of your kids, what are you going to do? You're going to kiss every one of the kids. Actually, I remember that when my mom used to come in and kiss one of us. We would actually, as we do the homework, we're expecting her to come and kiss us. This is fairness, right? Be just and fair with them. Because Prophet Muhammad says, do you want them to be fil birri sawa? Do you want them to be benevolent to you? Equally? It's okay. To be equal and be just with all of them. So you have to be fair and just and rule with everything else in a general sense. So if you want to kiss, remember that? So you kiss every one of your children. If you want to hit one of your children, you also No, don't get involved. So there are certain things that you have to be fair and just and deal with them equally, and there are certain things that you certainly have to keep gender, sensitivity to, inshallah. And some of the examples, of course, is, we have to be fair when it comes to education, we have to be fair when it comes to all that stuff, even hadiyah, gift, and so on. Okay, inshallah, we have a last question. Okay, so you got the gist. Okay, there are certain things. No favoritism. They're your children. Actually, the hadith, what do you say? What do you say? Most of us misunderstand this, like not most of us, some of us. It says, وَوَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ. Right? When the child dies, their actions and deeds are counted except the three. Okay? صَدَقٌ جَارِيٌّ عَمْلٌ charity, beneficial knowledge, علم ينتفع به. And وَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ. Walad, is that walad means a boy? Does it mean a boy? It says وَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ. Does it mean a boy, a righteous boy that will supplicate, make a dua for you? No. The scholars in consensus, it says a righteous child that will make a dua for you. Inshallah.